Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard Odom, Executive Marketing Director for Delta Airlines. And here I'm going to speak to you today about my company, Delta. Delta was started off in actually Macon, Georgia as Huff the Land. It was as Huff the Land Dusters Incorporated. It's actually a crop dusting company originally. And it was later bought out by, which is our known founder now, C.E. Woolman. He was the first one to actually change the name to Delta. He moved into Monroe, Louisiana. And he started flying passengers over the South originally. And now Delta has expanded their routes, and through the acquisition of other airlines, they've now become this company that you know today, a much larger airline. As you see right here in this picture, this is actually a picture of one of the original Huff the Land crop dusters. This is actually in the museum in Atlanta where Delta is headquartered at. And once again, like I said earlier, Delta is now a much larger airline. They operate over 5,000 flights every day to 6 different continents. They actually employ approximately 80,000 employees. They're actually the oldest known U.S. operating airline today. Now, as a picture, it's actually a picture of one of their advertising ads of Delta. They want to be the preferred air carrier in the United States. They want to market. They basically, the main people that fly a lot, the most common people, are your business travelers, but they want to be preferred. They want to be the preferred airline of everyone. And as you see over the years, this is a list of actually their slogans. You'll see how their slogans have developed with their marketing objectives. As in 1929, in the early product stages of commercial air travel, they just wanted to introduce speed, comfort, and safety to the world. As you see here down to 1950, the hospitality and service from the heart. And as you get later on, 1997, they were considered the official airline of the 1996 Olympics, which was held in Atlanta, which is also Delta's headquarters. So, on top of the world, that was their slogan then. Into now, their current slogan, keep climbing. Right now, they have a nice hold on the market, but their objective right now is to keep climbing and apply to everybody to once again be that preferred airline of the United States. And here I actually have a short advertising video of the Delta Airlines Keep Climbing ad.
What does it take to fly? It takes knowing we have our work cut out for us. Flying brings more challenges every day. But if you ask any of the pilots who work here, they'll say one of the first things they learned in flight school is that if you run before the wind, you can't take off. You've got to turn into it. Face it. The thing you push against is the thing that lifts you up. So every challenge, really, is a chance to show that even in this crazy world of no liquids, take your shoes off, cost-cutting, and route cancellations, someone in this industry still has the passengers back. It starts with a simple hello, and it ends in over 350 destinations worldwide. And along the way, we'll prove we're not just building a bigger airline, we're building a better one.
The target market. The target market is your average business traveler. Like I stated earlier, your main makeup of this market is basically your business traveler, the guy that's traveling 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, almost the majority of the year. And as you see right here, you can tell that's exactly their plan in their advertising. And a lot of the advertising ad, like in the commercial that I just showed earlier, right here, you have a guy sitting in the gate area. He actually looks like a business traveler. He's sitting in the Delta Gate area, of course. He's reading a newspaper, eating his breakfast, with his bags and his briefcase. Basically, always on the go. That is who Delta targets. That's going to be the majority of the people that provide Delta's revenue. They actually call them high-value customers. And that's actually Delta's target market. Of course, they want to get to a larger market of people and target everybody, but you know, having a business, you got to have that plan to target that specific group of people. And marketing is not only just selling your product, letting the world know. You actually have to promote your brand, your image, and you know, just uplift the company. Advertising is more than just promoting the service. As you see here, Delta is a big supporter of the American Breast Cancer Society, and they want to bring a lot of awareness to breast cancer. Actually, every October, they go all out. You see a lot of their employees wearing pink. They're generating a whole bunch of money and donating to the American Cancer Research Society and Breast Cancer Awareness, along with other funds. And actually, you see right here in the background, this is actually a Boeing 767 that they paint pink, and they fly that in service for the full month of October. So if you're actually flying out in October, you actually might be able to get lucky and see one of those planes. Each year, Delta's employees themselves, not Delta donating the money, they're actually employees that are working these 9-to-5 jobs, whether you're a flight attendant, a ramp agent, or a customer service agent. They're actually raising millions of dollars themselves. And once again, like I said, they give it to the American Cancer Society, Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the Covenant House. Delta has also partnered with Habitat for Humanity to help build homes for those in need. Every year, more than 2,000 Delta employees work to give 10 family deserving homes. And also, if you remember in last year, a couple years ago, there was a big, large tsunami in the Philippines. Delta's one of the first companies actually sent employees down there to help rebuild some of those homes for those needing families. So, you know, Delta is a prime example of showing that social corporate responsibility. Now we're going to just like any other company, Delta has their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Some of the strengths of Delta, of course, their size. They're one of the largest airlines in the world, especially due to 2008, their acquisition of Northwest Airlines. They made them a very large airline and gave them the opportunity to have cost advantages. Because they're so large, they can strategically price their tickets a lot cheaper and actually can still make a profit, and they can do this better than some of the other airlines. So basically that size really gave them their strength. And also, of course, the SkyTeam Alliance. What airlines do, of course, they can't fly to everywhere. Each particular airline can have their major market where their strength at. Well, Delta has one of the best Sky teams ever with. They're teamed up with other airlines like Korean Air and Air France, and that really gives them that ability to expand and touch all routes and really expand that market, because business doesn't have any particular area where business is held. Business is held all over the world. So that strong SkyTeam Alliance gives Delta the ability to touch all bases. Of course, some of the weaknesses of Delta. Of course, that every airline faces operational costs, fluctuating fuel costs. Actually, Delta's right now, they're on the verge of trying to get out of debt. In 2005, they filed for bankruptcy, but since then they've been doing a lot of improvements with their financial analysis. Opportunities. Of course, since coming out of bankruptcy, they're really trying to take advantage of the opportunities they have to become that preferred air carrier, that injector that we spoke about earlier. Actually, Delta purchased a training oil refinery last year, and that's going to help compensate for those fluctuating fuel costs. Also, the evolution of technology. Technology has had a big effect on basically everything, all business, and Delta's really trying to do a lot of research in technology, like the development of RFID tags, RFID technology that can actually help with the tracking and locating of bags, and just also the evolution of smartphones, apps. Delta has invested a lot of money in the apps, so that's a definitely big opportunity for Delta to take advantage of, to really expand their technology. And they're expanding more. They actually purchased 51% of the shares, making them like a majority owner of the airline Virgin Airlines, and they also partnered with American Express that helped them get out of bankruptcy as well. So these present a lot of big opportunities for Delta to take advantage and capitalize. And of course, just like any other company, you're going to have your threats. Some of the threats: the airline industry is an intensely competitive industry, of course, and you have the merging of competitor airlines like Southwest and Continental, the recent merging of American Airlines and US Airways. So basically a lot of other airlines, they're teaming up, they're getting larger in order to be able to compete with Delta. And of course some of the other threats, you got bad promotion from competitor airlines. One of the changes that Delta implemented in their operational, they implemented a lot of certain fees that other airlines don't charge for. And other airlines definitely like to make the public known of those fees, like baggage fees. You may see a lot of Southwest airline commercials saying how they don't charge for bags. And that can be considered a threat, but that is becoming a norm among the airline industry. But yes, of course, that's threat in the image. And when you have other airlines that talk bad about you, that can have a negative effect on your image. So that is one of the threats of Delta. Overall, Delta, once again, they're doing everything they can possibly can be to be that preferred air carrier of the United States. They have an awesome marketing plan. They're targeting a business traveler. That is the main money maker for a lot of the airlines. And then second is your vacationers. You actually see, I visited their website, they do promote certain deals like vacation deals and stuff like that for families to help to expand that target market. But their target market is the business traveler, and Delta is a prime example of a company that's following through with their objective and making marketing and making good use of their marketing. Once again, my name is Richard. I want to thank you for your time. Have a good one.